Hello, everyone. Welcome to what may as well be the finale of Let's Read Tsukihime. I'm not sure. I have a feeling it is the finale because, we got through all the mandatory stuff and we kind of have our path to the end, right? We have a straightforward path to see where we go. The chapter is called Nanaya, which really makes me think that we're gonna see a we're gonna see a new side of Shiki, let's say, right? That's how I'm kind of feeling, but who knows? We'll have to see. Maybe I'm wrong. Um, let's get going. I'm excited. I'm excited to see this through to the end. Watch me be saying this, and there's still another part. If there's no uh final in the title, then now you know. I blankly stare at the ceiling as I continue lying in bed. Kohaku is nestled beside me. Right. For those of you who weren't there for that, we got powered up through sexy times. I can only hear her breathing softly. She's probably asleep. I reach out and clench my hand into a fist, which is wild because that's all I can do with these things. They're only fists. All right. I don't feel any more pain or dullness. It feels like her warmth is still around me. It hasn't gone through me completely, but I can feel my energy gradually increasing. Soon, I'll be able to move as I wish. It's no use hurrying to Akia's room, so that until then, I want to quietly linger here with Kohaku-san. Shiki-san. Close nearby, I hear Kohaku-san's voice. Please don't answer. I just want to say something. It's just my spoken thoughts, so please listen. Her voice is strangely calm. I nod quietly and continue to stare at the ceiling. I can feel her gaze shift towards me. I'm not the girl that you think I am. I don't have a sense of my own I don't have a sense of self of my own. Even now may simply be just another act. A long time ago, I was always quiet. I never understood why people smiled or frowned or could ever discover the meaning behind it. But I think I did have a self. Until I was brought to this mansion, I really was alive. After coming here, I was forced to know unbearable pain. I think that is what destroyed my true self. I just became this doll that was just there. It was more bearable, and it was the only way I could survive. But even though I did that, it didn't solve anything. So I searched for a purpose and started to act to fulfill my purpose. I was a doll without any identity, so if I wore the right clothes, I could become anyone. But even if I became someone else, it was just an act. I could laugh or cry, but I could not understand if I was really happy or sad. Isn't it funny? In order to protect myself, I cast away my identity and became just a doll. But the more of that I do, the more broken I become. I became good at acting, an expert at lying, and could deceive anyone with a smile. But as I try to fulfill my purpose like that, I keep losing myself that I wanted to protect. Just what is happiness? Sorry, I started reading that as happening, and it became happiness, and then it all kind of fell apart. What is this thing called sadness? I became unable to even remember the meaning of pain itself. But when I would remember one thing, my heart would become agitated. When I would remember that boy who disappeared 8 years ago, I would get this feeling I could not understand. That boy who was always playing in the garden, who knew nothing about me yet invited me with his eyes. I didn't like him or hate him, I was just scared. After trying so hard and becoming a doll that could endure the pain, I felt like I would realize it was all an illusion when I watched that boy. When that boy lost his life in the garden, I was watching by the window. He died saving a girl that was not even related to him by blood. I couldn't pull my eyes from that scene. The reflection of my face in the mirror was terrifying. That was the first time I ever hated anyone. Because I was really frustrated. I hated him and only him. I hated him to the point of tears. I don't hate Makihisa-sama. I really didn't feel anything at all towards him. Toward Shiki-sama, who killed that boy, or Akiha-sama, who was saved by that boy, I didn't feel anything at all. I guess I was just taking it out on someone, because I couldn't understand why he did that. I just kept watching his discarded, bloody body. Did he value someone more precious than his own life? Otherwise, he never would have protected Akiha-sama like that. But if he could do that, why didn't he ever help me? Why were the people around me not as kind as he was? I don't know what that feeling was, but in my emotionless days, only that boy was shining. Slowly, Kohaku lifts herself up. Ah, that's a boobie. That's a boobie I'm gonna have to cover, huh? That's some boobies that I'm gonna have to put something up over. But that's it. I don't understand this feeling right now. I'm very happy right now, but that just might be another charade, right? Or charade. Hey, is it alright, Shiki-san? Believing in me, someone who doesn't even know if she loves you like you do me. Didn't I say it before? Or didn't I say it before? I don't even know what kind of person I am. Since I'm just a doll, I can become any Kohaku that I wish. So, this Kohaku that you say you love, it isn't me, it just might be another pretend Kohaku. She speaks with a satisfied smile and a wavering voice. But that can never be true. That's not true. Acting, faking, that doesn't have anything to do with it at all. You are you. A truly mean-hearted person can't pretend to be truly kind. No matter how you act, you are still the same inside, Kohaku-san. That's right. Even if it's just an act. Kohaku-san seems like she's having so much fun. That means she is enjoying that role. It was her dream. It was her dream that could become real if she really wished for it. Yeah, even if everything was just a lie, I would still like another new Kohaku-san. Definitely. Kohaku-san nods happily. That's true. I thought you'd say that. Her lips draw close. She launches a surprise attack and kisses me. Are we still going? I thought we were done. Her tongue slides into my mouth. I feel something hard. Uh-oh, that's a drug. Something descends down my throat. Hey, Kohaku-san, what do you make me swallow? Huh? Something feels good. So good. Is this the legendary super weed? 10 times stronger than regular weed? The ever-present pain in my body fades and drowsiness floods over me. Hey, Shiki-san. I just have one last question for you. Which Kohaku do you like the best? Her close yet so distant voice. I feel faint. Even still, I have to answer her. I don't know. But I like this Kohaku. The one who's drugging me right now? Okay, that's an opinion to have, Shiki, my dude. I guess. I speak as if in a dream. She looks at me in total surprise. Yes, I like this Kohaku the best, too. With an unmatchable smile, she quietly stands up. The sound of a kimono being changed into, thank goodness. She must be out of bed and putting it on. Well then, Shiki-san, I have to take responsibility for what I have done. Oh my god, you literally just could have done nothing and it would have been fine. With a smile, one completely different than up to now, her true smile, she leaves the room. What are you doing, Kohaku? My consciousness flickers on and off. What's going on? My body is finally healed, but this time my mind is fading. What am I doing? I rouse myself awake. Kohaku, what did she say to me when she left? I have to take responsibility for what I've done. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Why does she try to do everything herself? There isn't any need to continue acting or hide anything. I would do anything for her, so why is she still trying to go alone? Forcing me to sleep, was she just worrying about me? It's really beginning to piss me off. I get up from bed. The desk is so far away. Damn it, what kind of drug did she give me? I have to go to her room once and I have to clean out her room and take all her medicine away. I somehow walk and collapse onto the desk. On top is my knife. I must have put it there after taking it out of the drawer. Crap. I fell asleep again. What is this strong drowsiness? No matter how hard I try to fight it, it won't help. Damn it, Kohaku-san, I'll pay you back for this. I grab the knife. Ka-chink! Flies open. I take it and... Man, this is going to be extremely painful. Thinking that, I slice into the nail of my middle finger. Don't like that. No siree. That's pretty bad. Oh, that hurts. The acute slicing pain drives straight into my brain. Take that. I pull the knife back out from my nail. Every time my finger feels pain, the sleepiness goes away. Wrapping my finger with a handkerchief, I stop the bleeding. I feel like there was many other better places than in the fingernail, but I guess if you want that constant horrible pain, that's one way to do it. Well, if it's like this, it won't stop me from gripping my knife. All I really need to do is hold it anyway. I don't even need the physical strength required to cleave through things. Damn it, don't do anything foolish, Kohaku. I jam the knife into my pocket and fly out of the room. I can't let Kohaku-san and Nakia face each other. If I can't prevent that, then something that can never be taken back will happen. I burst through the door. Kohaku-san! There isn't anyone in the room. Neither Kohaku-san nor Akiha. Are they next door? I run to the bedroom, but they aren't there either. Where did they go? I run my gaze to the clock. It says past midnight. It's already tomorrow. No way. When did that happen? I know I lost track of time when I was making love to Kohaku-san, but I didn't think it was this late already. But by this time, Akiha has gone out onto the streets to drink blood. I leave the mansion. There's no time to waste. Kohaku-san left to stop Akiha, but I don't think Akiha will listen to anything Kohaku-san has to say. Akiha isn't normal right now. If worse comes to worse, she'll see Kohaku-san as an obstacle that needs to be removed. Can't be the school. That dream of drinking someone's blood I once had after Shiki was killed by Akiha. I don't know how it happened, but if that was what Akiha was watching, that means Akiha has made the school grounds her feeding place, just like Shiki. Then at this time, Akiha, who's a blood-sucking demon, won't be anywhere else but there. I mean, I guess that makes sense, even if there's, no people there. And I return to the place. It's quiet. The giant building bathed in moonlight does not look like a building that holds hundreds of students. For a long time, it looks just like a monolithic tombstone abandoned long ago, forgotten by memory, forgotten by time. My head starts to throb lightly. I ignore it and go through the gates. That's red. My headache multiplies in intensity the instant I step inside. I nearly threw my mouse off the table. That's how hyped we are right now. My whole world wavers. My heart wakens. My fingers shiver in anticipation of battle. She's here. How vile. Only the smell of blood sticks to the air. The air is full of heat and burns my skin. The wind is dead. The stagnant air transforms into a red cage of decay. I see countless red strands of hair when I look past my glasses. The red hair permeates the school grounds and the building like a web of a 1,000-year-old spider, not a hole anywhere to let its prey escape. Akiha, this place is already a different world. It's not a world any human should enter. Have you gone that far? My headache does not go away. The sharp pain of my cut fingernail. My heart lifts up a rhythm of delighted sobs. I take off my glasses and grip my knife. How long has it been since I faced these lines? I never thought I would take off these glasses I received from Sensei of my own free will. I didn't think even in my dream that I'd be using them to face my little sister. I don't have time to complain. Everything is set. All that's left for me is to cut through this red lock of hair. Burning. Entering inside, the temperature is even hotter. Burning. I know what this heat is. I saw it in the dream. The vampire that attacked a young woman entered the school grounds and then... Burning. Dragging that body. Went into that place. The room that the killer Shiki was once using. The silver moon looks down like a snake at the accused. Burning. In this classroom. Akiha. Nausea fills me as soon as I enter. In between the desks lie the collapsed bodies of girls. 1, 2, 3. All of them have completely lost consciousness. On their necks are trails of blood. In the middle of it all, that red-haired monster is laughing. Oh, Nissan. You couldn't wait until tomorrow. She greets me without a trace of malevolence. Thump. That impulse assails me as soon as I see her. I desperately suppress the urge with all my strength. The moonlight streaming through the window illuminates her. Thump. I haven't moved a step since I entered the room. My instincts scream at me that this is bad. The thing is something beyond what I expected. The Akiha that exterminated Shiki pales in comparison to this. I'm surprised. You aren't supposed to be able to walk, yet you forced yourself to come see me. I'm happy. I guess you finally understand my feelings. Her voice is full of happiness. Thump. My reason cries out. Tonoshiki cannot win against that thing, so you can't make it angry. Don't let it be your enemy. If you do that, you will surely be annihilated. Thump. Even still, I can't run away now. Akiha, where's Kohaku-san? The air itself stiffens from her overpowering presence. She grinds her teeth in displeasure. She's over there. I don't know what she was thinking, but now she's receiving her punishment for raising a hand against me. She looks to the wall beside me. I follow her gaze. On the wall is the crucified form of Kohaku-san. What? Her body is floating in midair. No, it would look like that for someone else, but my eyes can see what is tying her. Her body is pinned against the wall by something like red hair. The hair creakingly tightens around her arms and legs. Has she passed out? Her head is hanging down. She really looks like a butterfly caught in a spider's web. Don't you find it strange? Suspending herself to the wall like that is quite a feat, don't you think? Nakia giggles. But don't worry, Nissan. I don't kill cats that bite me once. After she receives her punishment, I will forgive her. Thump. Everything goes hazy. Kohaku's anguished figure and Akia's red figure match up, and all rational thought is disappearing. Let me warn you, I don't care for pets that bite me. I guess it doesn't belong to me anymore in my heart, so there won't be a second time. I have no need for those that aren't mine. Hey, Nissan, I can be very cruel to those who betray me. The sound of tightening reaches my ears. The red hair binding Kohaku-san's arms and legs tighten even further, as if to rip her limbs off. Akiha, you... I run towards the wall. The hair binding Kohaku-san cannot be touched. This is just an extension of her hair, only what Akiha is imagining. By putting Kohaku-san in her sight, Akiha is trapping Kohaku-san to the wall with her willpower. What? Whoa. Okay, yeah, she's way more powerful than I thought. Bruh? Thump. The flowing power looks like red hair. That is something she can't even see. I think suddenly, weren't my eyes designed specifically for this sort of thing from the beginning? And by facing death so many times, haven't they discerned the very concept of death? Whatever, that doesn't matter right now. If I can see it, then there isn't anything I can't cut. I can't let this red-haired dude who wants to Kohaku-san. I swing my knife. Maybe it's because my heart is beating so fast. My knife swings out with a speed that even surprises me. It doesn't feel like I'm cutting through something. My knife glides through the red hair with speed and accuracy as if I was merely reaping the air for harvest. Before I realize it, I slice through all the hair, binding Kohaku-san in one breath. Her body falls. I catch her and touch her cheeks. She's still warm. Her breathing is weak, but it hasn't stopped. I can only see a few lines on her body. I let out a sigh of relief. I place her down on the floor. Thank goodness. If anything happened, well, thank goodness she's safe. Nissan, what was that just now? Her voice is shaking. I spin to face her, still gripping my knife in one hand. She looks at me and gasps. Bringing her hand to her mouth in disbelief, she looks at my eyes. What beautiful blue eyes. How come you shouldn't have any strength like that left? Amazement permeates her voice. Did you... Nakia trembles. Nissan, you made a contract with Kohaku. Her voice quivers. It isn't full of hatred, but more like sorrow. This can't be. Then that means you chose not me, but... She staggers. She leans against the window with eyes full of stunned surprise. Her face is pale and she looks like she'll vomit. No, she does. Oh. She vomits as if crying. Her red hair fluttering, she hides her anguished face as she continues vomiting. Hey, Nasu, you really don't need to include vomiting in, like, every single thing you write. You really don't. It's kind of gross. It's almost as if she was letting out her screams. Thief cat! I should have killed you! That's right, she says as she stares at Kohaku-san's collapsed figure. She then laughs strangely from the bottom of her heart. Is this what you plan on doing, Nissan? You came here to betray me, and then come after me. Incredible. You weren't satisfied with betraying me once, but you asked for help from Kohaku and came to kill me again. How thorough you are. Her laughing voice fills the room. The temperature of the room rises with it. On one hand, my heart is raging forth, and on the other hand, my reason is screaming warnings at me. The commands of kill and escape clash together. That isn't it! I didn't come here to kill you. Liar. You slept with Kohaku, didn't you? Then you don't need my help anymore, do you? So isn't that why you came here? What did I just say? Say I didn't come here to kill you, only to stop you from drinking any more blood. You were doing this to help me, right? So you don't have to anymore. My body's fine again. As long as Kohaku-san is near, You intend to just cast me off now? I really must look stupid. I thought of you so dearly, I loved you this much. But you don't even think of me. Cast you off? Don't say stupid things like that. You're very dear to me. What? Whatever you want, I can't say the words will do them. I know what it is she wants, but I can't do that. I can't betray Kohaku-san again. Liar. I have no need for someone like you. The entire room screams. The air is burning. Her red hair expands without limit. This is overwhelming power. I start to stagger. Unconsciously, my legs move back. Thump. I told you, Nissan. I have no need for pets that bite me once. Thump, thump. Nissan. For me, you really were the most important person in the world. But that is all over. Because however much I yearn for you, if I can never have you, then aren't you just an eyesore? Thump, thump, thump. So I will kill you, Nissan. You are the most important thing to me, so I will not let anyone else have you. Thump, 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 thump. Guys, I'm gonna let you know right now. My heart is actually pumping pretty fast. I'm pretty hype, pretty excited. It might have been that bowl of sorbet I had before this. The Shiki synchronization is kind of reached a fever pitch. This is not good. Like with the Shiro synchronization, hey, that was fine. I would synchronize with Shiro any day, but the with Shiki, I don't really want that. I really don't want that, honestly. I can't breathe. The air in the room is like a furnace burning the inside of my lungs. All around Akia is that shimmering mirage. My heart, even now, the impulses still fight between escaping and killing. Jeez, what's the matter, Nissan? I'm being generous here. If I became serious, then it would all be over. So I have to let you at least do a little bit, right? Here, won't you come slash at me like you did when you saved Kohaku? Her smile doesn't fade. The murderous feeling in the air almost makes me want to puke. Akia has completely... I see, you're pretty weak, Nissan. You can't even bring yourself to kill me. But I'm different. I can't help but want to kill you. Because I've been holding back for so long. Your blood, your flesh, your warmth, your shape, your beepis. Everything. I always dreamed about making them completely mine and mine only. While she shakes, while her body shakes with each word, she smiles with pleasure. My heart feels like it's gone crazy. The thing before me, it's already... no longer the Tono Akia from before. I get a headache. Feels like I will split apart. The pain drives any thoughts out of my head. I'm about to go crazy. My head hurts this much, I'll go crazy and feel like fighting Akia to the death. Well then, let's fight to the death, Nissan. The Tono and Nanaya families have always had that connection. There's no need to hold back, right? She takes a step closer. Her red hair around the floor shakes. I don't care if you can't even do that. A spew of lies like you should just die here. She spits these last words. Like the time she killed Shiki, she stares at me. The ground jumps up at me. That which cannot be seen, the red thing that looks like a fiery aura, tries to engulf me. The sound of something striking the ground echoes through the hallway. Huh? Well, there's something wrong. The instant before I was about to be enveloped by the fiery aura, my body instinctively sensed the danger and jumped back. I took a giant leap backwards and jumped again once I landed. With that, I made it this far. Huh. My breathing goes wild. The speed isn't natural. I was so fast that it disappeared from Akia's vision in an instant. If I didn't do that, there was no way I would have escaped that fiery aura. In that dream, Akia plundered Shiki's body with just her stare. I am in the same position Shiki was. Akia only needs to look while I need to close in. There's too much difference in our abilities. No. I said I don't want to fight you. Throb. My headache increases. Feels like my head's going to split in two and grow wings. The burning red aura flows out from the classroom door. She is transforming the entire air into pure vermilion and comes out into the hallway after me. About a classroom's length lies between me and her. Amazing. Just what kind of body do you have, Nissan? Her hair waves around. The air in the hallway starts to increase without limit. Even if it is night, disappearing from my view like this is strange. Your legs really are amazingly fast. It isn't that you are hiding your body behind anything. You're just moving faster than my eyes can track. My forehead throbs, my headache multiplies in intensity. But that is over as well. I won't make the same mistake, and you can't escape my vision here. Certainly, this is worse than the classroom. The stairs are a long way behind me. No matter how fast I run, Akia will simply seize my back with her fiery aura. But if I run into another classroom, I'll just be a caged rat. She'll probably destroy my arms and legs one by one, like pulling the legs off a bug. First, that's right, I'll destroy those wonderful running legs of yours. Her eyes fixate on my legs. The air itself smells of burning. I jump back. The air around me turns to that fiery aura and wraps around my arms and legs. I swing my knife. What I see is satisfactory. This headache tears at my right brain. I slice apart the red hair with the air around it. Nakia moans and stares at me full of hatred. But I am also in pain. Even though I sliced it apart quickly, my arms and legs feel a lingering burning sensation. My headache gets worse and it feels like it really will split apart. Again, why can you do such things? She walks over towards me, staggering. She must think it doesn't work because she cannot focus on my distant figure. Well, that's probably right. Her power works proportionally to the clearness of her vision. Because we're in a building in the middle of the night, her fiery aura is slow in catching me. If it was daytime, her vision and her fiery aura would probably be the same speed. If that was the case, I wouldn't be able to kill that aura fast enough. I pull back with the burning still in my legs. Nakia follows. Since we are cautious of each other, we keep our distance as we shift down the hallway. And then, a figure emerges from the classroom we were just in. My mind freezes. My headache and my heartbeat disappear. This can't be happening. Why did you come out? Why couldn't you stay passed out in the classroom? Nakia-sama. Nakia turns to face the voice behind her. I feel despair creeping all around me. Please stop. If you do this, you will only hurt yourself, Nakia-sama. Even if you keep drinking blood and go insane like Shiki-sama, you will still suffer. Swaying, wavering, like she'll collapse at any moment, Kohaku-san walks towards Akiha. Stop! My outcry won't reach her. To get to Kohaku-san, I have to go past Akiha. How could you do that? How could I do that? You can still make it, Akiha-sama. But if you kill Shiki-san, you really will turn into a Tono demon. Nakia looks at me and Kohaku-san. And then, it's too late. I already am a blood-sucking demon. I won't listen to what you have to say anymore. Suffer? You don't know anything about what I'm feeling, so don't try and lecture me about it, Kohaku. This feels wonderful. I can understand what Shiki was feeling. It's the first time I've ever felt this kind of freedom, so I can't go back now. You're wrong. That is only what you were telling yourself. Isn't it just that you killed Shiki-sama and Shiki-san? No, that's not confusing at all. Found out about everything, so you want to make everything like it never happened? But that is something you cannot do. No matter how crazy you may act, you're really... Silence! Don't try and act like a good person after setting us up to kill each other. Akia's hair dances in the air. This is entirely different than the amount of power she would direct against me. You must be satisfied. Just like you planned, Nissan and I are fighting to the death. Your revenge is now complete, right? Kohaku-san's words are cut off. I see. Nissan doesn't know. Actually, he does, but that's okay. The real me does. That Kohaku is merely manipulating you, so that you won't be confident in yourself, Nissan. Nakia directs her gaze towards me as if she was winning a debate. Didn't you think it was strange? Going to sleep early every night, having your memories obscured? Well, that was all Kohaku's doing. She prepared you drugs instead of medicine. Ignoring the fact that drugs and medicine are just a positive name and negative name for the same thing. And then all she had to do was whisper in your ear while you were high on the super weed. You are the killer stalking the streets was all she had to say. Well, that explains that, okay. And after making you a killer, she tried to get you to kill me. No, even if you didn't become the killer, you just had to walk the streets at night. While she made this elaborate play pitting you and I against each other, Kohaku prepared everything with a smile. In order to carry out her revenge against the Tono family, Kohaku deceived even you, who had no connection to this, and completed the situation we're in right now. Yeah, seems so clear now. That's why Kohaku-san would always appear at the right time, always telling me what I wanted to know, always giving me medicine when I couldn't sleep, but still. For Kohaku, you and I were just pieces to complete her play. Don't you understand? To Kohaku, you are nothing more than a tool. But still you choose her over me. Yes. Holy shit, what a Chad. Holy shit. Akia says this tearfully. But still. I knew. All of that. I already knew it, Akia. A questioning voice. I wonder which of them said it. About Kohaku using me, well, I knew that a long time ago. But that doesn't matter. I love Kohaku-san. So no matter what she does, I just believe in her. I gasp. She really is surprised. With distant, longing, unreaching eyes, she looks at me. Akia's dry, doll-like laugh. Then I'm just some sort of clown? Rejected by the one I love the most, who's being used as a tool by the one he loves instead? Still, you still want to steal him from me? Don't be ridiculous, Kohaku. Akia! Her hair starts to flow. I run. Even if Akia ends up killing me, even if I can't make it, I don't care. I run and reach out my hand. But I knew the cruel reality. That the instant she walked out of that classroom, that my hand will never make it to her. Oh, a sickening sound. Akia's hair pierces Kohaku's chest like a spear. Shocked. No, as if she was accepting it. She didn't even try to dodge. She collapses. Her kimono wavers in the air, as if it was all in slow motion. My brain doesn't want to confirm it and lags behind the flow of time. I was just taking it out on someone. I remember those words. I couldn't understand why he did that. Did he value someone more precious than his own life? She always wanted to become that precious someone. But that did not happen, so she lived alone. As if saying, this is the only result that she could end up in. If he could do that, why couldn't he ever help me? That sin. Not just 8 years ago, but it returns even in this instant. I thought it was so strange. Why were the people around me not as kind as he was? Her falling body. In that instant, even with her eyes clouding over, I see Kohaku smiling at me. Or so I think. My legs stop. I can't speak, I can't breathe. My piercing headache is the only thing that continues. A fitting end for a thief cat. Kia laughs. This piercing headache. I can't go back. I killed Shiki. Even Nissan rejected me. Then I have nowhere else to go. I'm free now, so there shouldn't be any pain. She faces me. The air burns again. Her hair coils around her like a snake. It seems like every one of them has a mind of its own. This piercing headache. Didn't you want to kill me? This headache. Not Kohaku-san. Wasn't I the... Wait. Not Kohaku-san. Wasn't I the one you wanted to kill, Akiha? Headache. I'm angry. At myself who could not save her. At myself who's still living right now. At Akiha who could not save her. At Akiha who's still living right now. What? Did you want to die quickly, Nissan? Well, I wouldn't forgive her even if she apologized. I would have killed her sooner or later. Because it's not like she had any reason to live. She was broken a long time ago, so isn't it doing her a favor to throw her away? I see. If someone breaks, then it's a favor if you throw them away. Oh boy, literally r/murdered by your own words, huh? So, you aren't Akiha. She isn't the Akiha that I know. I was just refusing to acknowledge that she was already possessed by the mirage so long ago. Fine, Akiha, as you wish. 8 years ago, like when we ran in the garden. Come on. Let's begin our fight to the death. My headache stops. Tonoshiki dies. It's happening! It's happening! Nanaya Shiki saunters out of the dark night. I visually gauge the distance between me and my enemy. It is about 10 meters. I need 2 steps to get into knife range. To ensure a kill, I need to take 3 steps. There isn't any cover in the hallway, and it's not big enough to hide myself by moving around. Even if I use the walls or the ceiling, I'll have difficulty avoiding her gaze. Even if I take 2 steps, Akiha can easily fix her eyes on me in one motion. That is a situation. From this distance, I will die faster, since she will be slightly faster. I see. You're finally in the mood, Nissan. Akiha takes a step forward. Even though it's dark with this distance, she can see me clearly. Another step. If she takes another step, that will be my signal. Do I kill her now or pull back? If I make a mistake, I'll end up engulfed in Akiha's hair like Shiki in that dream. Another footstep. Oh, God. No, go in, kill her now. Before that footstep even fades, I spring into action. Here! Akiha's voice is that's her. Whoa, wow. That's her voice, I guess. Akiha's voice is a mixture of malice and pleasure. Enjoying the tension of battle, she smiles as she looks in my direction. That carelessness is my only chance and her only reason for loss. Not good enough, Nissan. No matter how fast you are, you just get clearer as you get closer to me. Her voice is full of delight. Her eyes catch hold of me. Then the rest is simple. I won't be able to reach her. She'll evaporate my arms and legs and collapse to the floor. Well, that is, only if she can fix her eyes on me until I am completely burned away. My view reverses. Her voice is full of surprise. In that same instance, the air that was to burn my arms and legs vanishes. It's fortunate that the hallway is just a straight line. Akiha, who thought I would only attack directly, can't see me as I climb up the wall and jump to the ceiling. Proceeding up the wall like a spider, my foot touches the ceiling only once. It's not like I can actually be a spider. Turning my body, I'm just using the ceiling as a foothold. The distance is good enough. Before my body falls, I use my legs to thrust off the ceiling. Akiha's gaze shifts upwards, and the burning sensation returns to my arms and legs. The feeling stops in an arm and a leg. They probably don't exist anymore, but I don't need them any longer. My body has the speed it needs. Like this. Yeah! I collide into Akiha. Why, you... Akiha lifts her head. Being this close to her, she can easily find me and disintegrate my body. So, before that happens, I cut it apart. That delicate, massive neck. What a target. I cut it horizontally through her pulsing veins. Making no differentiation between her skin, her muscles, her arteries, her bones. Without mercy or compassion, like plucking a lily, without any resplendent pain. Thud. On the hard floor, something that's shaped like a bowling ball drops. It's all over. Her eyes are cluelessly looking at the wall of the hallway, and will do so, continue to do so for all eternity. Is that the last thing you saw? Her eyes being lower than that of a dog or cat's, she fixes her gaze towards the dirty wall. Everywhere is darkness. Dying while watching the scenery, it's like a bad joke. Didn't that old man teach you that taking pleasure in killing is shallow, Akiha? Well, that would have been useless. Tonomaki Hisa was shallow, so her messing up like that was inevitable. What a shame. Even though you were this talented, the fire that formed you was too weak. That's why I could kill her so easily. Doing useless things like enjoying killing. You did that so you died. In this place, all alone. Forever alone. Please don't use those words, please. Come on, come on. It's 2021, dude. I know not when this was written, but come on, I can't read that. Staring at that wall that no one ever watches, not even letting out the final agonies of death. Huh. Even though she's my sister, she looks so pathetic. My stop breathing resumes. My burnt body feels power flowing into it once more. Because Kohaku-san died, my body was losing its power. But since Akia died, it seems like I'm returning to normal. Well, in the first place, this body, this head, this heart, even if I embrace them and live, there's nothing. My breathing returns. My numb arm and legs still seem to be holding their shape. On the floor, Akia's blood finally starts to spill outward. Crawling to the wall, I manage to stand up on one leg. I open the window and fresh air streams in. The cold wind blows through the baking hallway. This wind feels extremely good. Cools my burning body and my headache ceases. So why? Only my thoughts, as if my head is becoming empty. Everything feels the same and my vision does not return to normal from the red world I'm in. Above my head is the crimson moon. I remember that one dream, the moon looking down at that killer. Even at that time, it was a beautiful moon, so why? Why can't it evenly illuminate me tonight? Like a snake, like an inflamed red eye, it stares at me. Staring. The red eye looks down on me intently. Red. 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 Red eye. I understand it now. That made it all clear. What Akia was looking at in her last moments wasn't the wall. She was looking at Nayashiki as he approached to mechanically slice her neck. I see. And it won't go away, will it? Then, the moon will always be red. In her eyes, the killer is still burning. That can't be erased. That's why even though everything is over, I have nowhere to go. I lost Kohaku-san, I even killed Akia. There really is nowhere I can go. All purpose, even myself, has disappeared. Despite that, my only leg limps down the hallway. The sky overhead still has that giant eye. With Akia still watching him, Nayashiki walks off to somewhere. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's it. End. Yo, frick, though. Yo, frick, though, what an end. Yeah, gimme the lesson. Teach me, CL-sensei. Holy shit. Nayashiki is kind of the brightest thing ever, though. Oh my goodness. Yo, why is he so cool? Thanks for waiting. Time for CL-sensei's What and Why Corner. Due to popular demand, here's a supplementary lesson, number 1. Oh my, Tono-kun has gotten really serious. That's a no-no. Even though Akia-san is turned on her invincible mode, you shouldn't try to kill her. When it comes to killing, you are by far the expert. You have some leeway, so you should observe Akia-san for now. Well, we'll end this lesson now. The conclusion of Tsukihime is near. Do your best so you don't have to receive any more supplementary lessons. I make no promises. Bro, though, holy crap, okay, I'm gonna be super real, okay? There's a lot of people who really liked the endings in Fate Stay Night, which were basically that. And I was always like, I don't know, I don't feel good with that, right? I never enjoyed The Mind of Steel. I never enjoyed, any of the endings where it literally felt like that's it. There's no life. Yo, but this one was kind of sick. And the reason is, I think, because I know that Nayashiki is like a separate being, and this is the first time we got to, we really got to see Nayashiki. We've seen bits and pieces of Nanaya kind of popping up, right? Of the racist, as people call him online. Maybe one day I'll learn why. Maybe it's because he just hates demons. I don't know. But like, this is the first time where it's like, all right, Tonoshiki is dead. Nanayashiki is here. And he's about to say something racist and then walk away, right? So we'll have to see if he ever comes back. I hope so. Anyways, let's not kill her. Pull back. It's too early. And okay, so we're not... So wait, have we... Okay, no, we're still Nanayashiki, okay. To absolutely ensure my kill, the enemy needs to be defenseless. You made a mistake, Nissan. That was your last chance to kill me. The enemy stops. Her breathing and stare are full of confidence. That means this distance right now is her maximum attack range in this dark hallway. You were so quick earlier. I thought I would still lose sight of you even in this narrow hallway with your speed. But that won't happen with this distance. I'm close enough to see the color of your eyes, so I can easily track you. No matter how fast I dash, she's saying she will kill me before I get close. But that's only if I dash towards her. Yo, dude, press the shield button. Yo, dude, you have defensive options. Press shield. It's broken. She narrows her eyes. Is she bothered by the fact she has my life in the palm of her hand, or that I am so calm? Or does that cause her to hesitate? Whichever one it is, just like Shiki thought, she doesn't really understand what a battle to the death means. You look like you're planning something, Nissan. She says the obvious. There's no need to answer. Is she stupid? I mutter and switch my knife to the other hand. I take it from my dominant hand and place it in my left. I figured out her range. All that's left. Ridiculous. You're getting scared now. Oh, that's him. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that's him calling her out. You're getting scared now. I'm not scared. You're the one being scared and not able to move. Okay. You can kill me, right? You should do so. If you do nothing, I'll kill you the next time you blink. I'm about sick and tired of seeing your face. The air around her swirls. Her desire to kill starts to embody itself in her red hair. Her gaze in the surrounding air that turns crimson and tries to wrap around my arms and legs at the same time. I leap back. More than anything, I slice the red hair, coming to wrap my dominant hand. Kia's clipped voice. I then switch my knife to my free dominant hand. I slice the hair around my left arm. It took a bit to free myself on this hand. I can't feel my left arm. I can't see into wounds, but there isn't any sense or feeling. I see now. That's what it does. I jump back even more. The red hair chases me. It isn't as quick as before, but it still wraps around my limbs. No, chasing isn't the right word to use. There's no way to escape this red hair. When she sees me, it's already wrapped around me. Is it wrong? It is wrong to imagine dodging or avoiding it. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. Like the air touching my skin, the red hair is already wrapped around me. Therefore, there was no way to escape from that attack. If there's anything I can do, it is... Before Akia steals something from me, I have to cut that pipeline. That red hair of hers. The interval between her seeing something and stealing from it is only an instant. But if the target isn't clear in her vision, there's a small time before she actually steals from me. Before she can steal too much from me, I cut the hair to avoid a fatal wound. That's all I'm doing. Even though I can see her image of red hair, it doesn't make a difference that her ability is overpowering. Maybe she's taking it easy, but she follows me without running. I cut the hair that comes to bind my arms and legs and body continuously. The left arm that I sacrificed to confirm her power doesn't move at all. There's no pain, there's no blood, but despite my clothes, I can tell that a big part of the flesh is taken away by burned wounds. What's making me uneasy is the open flesh sends sickening cold air into me. Thanks to that, I can't concentrate fully on escaping. My efforts to escape Akia's gaze gradually become slower and I soon stop. And now, it becomes Akia's range. Oh, what's this? All you can do is run away. I told you my prey will only end up burning. She must be confident that I've been driven into a corner. She stops walking and glares at me. It's over, Nissan. Isn't it going to be fun? You're going to be killed by me without leaving a trace. I told you. Talking like that is useless excess, Akiha. Crash. I jump towards the stairs and jump down them without using the steps. What? I hear her voice coming from above. I was only jumping straight back this whole time, so she could not react to me jumping moving sideways. Well, I plan to reach the stairs while moving back, so it's no coincidence. Why, you... Stand still! Akia looks down the stairs to try and see me. Now. Before she can do it, I jump down one more time. Flying down the stairs a second time caused my knees to protest in agony. I ignore it and run to the hallway. I hear the dry sound of Akia's footsteps rushing down the stairs. Window. This is second floor. I can jump down outside and still be okay. But then I'll end up like Shiki. I've repeated what happened in that dream this much, so I shouldn't have to copy what Shiki did to every detail. I enter the hallway. Even on the second floor, the red hair fills the air. They're like live blood vessels. The feeling my leg disappears and I collapse to the ground. Crap! My left leg is wrapped in hair. Did she see my leg as it went down the stairs? I'm outside her visual range, so this won't be fatal, but... Shit. She's more wicked than I thought. I cut the hair. My left leg, it's now just like my left arm. The sound of footsteps comes closer. Before she enters the hallway, I dash into a classroom. Holding my breath, I lean against the wall between us. I don't believe it. Half my body might as well be dead. I was aware of it, but I didn't think I'd end up copying that dream this much. The footsteps draw nearer and nearer. In my dream, Shiki was killed right after this. Shiki's decision wasn't incorrect. He just didn't have the full understanding of Kia's ability. The burnt smell of the air, the temperature's scorching resemblance of deep summer, and the body parts that disintegrate with burning pain. All these facts made Shiki think that Akia's power was burning the enemy. But the truth is the opposite. Akia entangles her opponents with her red hair and completely steals their heat. This causes instant freezing followed by vaporization, making it look like it disintegrated. If it was truly burning, then matters would be hopeless once the flame was lit. No matter how many times the red hair is sliced, it's not possible to cut off your own body. But that's just stealing and taking in. Therefore, even if I get completely wrapped by the red hair, as long as I cut off the hair before I am completely drained and kill Akia herself, then there's no problem. While she lives, she can turn her target into an inferno. But that illusion of fire will die when Akia dies. I was already prepared to have my left arm burned when I stuck it out. I was prepared to cut it off from my shoulder once it lit up, but there was no need for that. Akia's ability will not kill me if I can stop Akia herself. Since Akia is not a true flame user, a surprise attack cannot end up in mutual death if she dies before me. I hear sound. I hear her footstep right behind my back. Without a doubt, Akia is about to pass the classroom without even noticing I'm here. Oh, shoot. Okay, they said... Kill her before she notices me. Wait until she walks by and attack her from behind. They said to not kill her, right? So let's wait and attack, not kill. The footsteps pass by. I only have one chance. The instant she passed by the classroom, I'll jump out into the hallway and attack her. If the distance is too great, I'll be killed just like Shiki. The footsteps keep moving. About a distance of 2 meters. At her stride, that should be about 8 steps. Okay. I sneak silently over and place my hand on the door. Tap, tap. The hard sound of her footsteps come closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The footsteps stop there. She hasn't passed the classroom yet. She just stands on the other side of the door. What? Time stops. The inside of my head torques painfully. Does she know? Does she know? Then what should I do? She cannot come in the classroom unless I open the door. She needs to come into the classroom in order to see me. So as long as this door is closed, she can't kill me. Then I don't care. If she tries to open the door, then that's fine. It'll just be a battle between what's faster. Am I slicing or her looking? Calm. I take a deep breath. But it still doesn't change the fact I'm at a disadvantage. All Akia needs to do is look. But I have to see the lines on her body and slice them with my knife. Since I have to make an extra movement, even though this is my range, I can't say it's my advantage. All of a sudden, a crash comes from the window. What? My brain freezes. I instantly lose all feeling in my arms and legs. My heavy body rises up and is slammed against the wall. What just happened? My field of view cuts off. The water in my eyes evaporates instantly and I can't see anything. I don't know anything about what is going on in the outside world. All I can understand is what I'm doing. I'm suspended in midair, just like Kohaku-san earlier. I'm crucified to the wall by Akia's hair. How careless. It's nothing compared to a natural-born assassin like you, Nii-san, but I can still hide my presence. Well, that's what I did, and while you were paying so much attention to the hallway, I came by from the next classroom. She has presence concealment? What? Next time you should learn from experience and pay attention to the balcony, too. She giggles. My neck is being constricted. My limbs have no feeling as if they were cut off. My body's being saturated with Akia's hair. Ah, that was rude. There is no next time for you, Nii-san. Besides, I'm sorry, Nii-san. I rudely ate you instantly. Even though I consumed most of you in the heat of the moment, you're still conscious, right? Please forgive my lack of manners, since I'll do this right this time. Well then, I will have you. Farewell, Nii-san. My body burns. The red lock of hair sears both my body and my very soul. Thump. I can hear my last heartbeat. How stupid. Even though I knew so much, Nanae Shiki has still ended up the same as Tono Shiki. Well, sorry, CL. Looks like we're back in the classroom. Looks like we need to get another remedial lesson. You said not to kill her. You said don't do it. You said we have some time. I assume some meant more than one. Oh boy. Thanks for waiting. Time for CL Sensei's What and Why Corner. Due to popular demand, here's a supplementary lesson number 2. Oh my, Akia-san is like a monster. Maybe she had something pent up all this time against Tono-kun, but she's gone pretty crazy. I don't think so. That's nothing. Yeah, I don't recall ever asking a non-human like you anything. Wow, racist. Heroines that don't even appear should just be quiet. Every single day, I think about how little Arcuwood actually appears in Tsukihime. Yeah, I was treated like this until the very end. Do you want to eat ramen? Well then, this time the cause was your carelessness, Tono-kun. Shiki-kun showed you the method was not going to work, but you repeated it anyway, right? I'll make this a resubmit, so please go back and try again. After this, it will finally be the end. This will be the final lesson. Thank you so much for listening up to now. Alright, let's not die. Let's not. Okay. This time I guess we're gonna do it before she notices me. This is it. I don't plan on ending up like Shiki in that dream. I will dismantle Tono Akia right here and now. I focus on the lines running along the wall. On the other side, I can hear her footsteps. More intently, I stare hard at the wall as if it would fry my brain. The footsteps are right in front of me. Across this thin wall, Akia is walking completely defenseless. If I do this well, I don't even have to do it myself. Tono Akia will die being crushed by the wall. No, this wall's too thin. That won't kill her. So then, cutting that long hair and dismembering her body is my role. Kill Akiha. The no longer human Akiha. She is someone I can kill. She is no longer human. But still. But Akiha is Tono Shiki's younger sister. Do that. Just because she isn't human anymore? Headache. I thought the headache was gone, so why? Throb, this headache. The pain feels like my eyes will burst from my head. It's because I tried to see the lines on the wall. My head, it hurts. It hurts this much. My recent self feels like it will go away. No, we want to see more of you. You're cool. Throb, throb, throb. Don't think. Ignore the headache. If I think right now, we'll definitely recognize my mistake. Before that happens, before I return to Tonoshiki, I have to kill Akiya before she kills me. I swing my knife with all my strength. A dry sound. With one giant swing, I draw a circle in the wall with my knife and cuts cleanly through the wall like butter. And then, facing the hallway, I kick down the cut wall. Akiya's voice almost sounds comical. It's only natural. Having a large circle suddenly appear in the wall and burst against her, she should be surprised. And it's all over. I jump through the opening in the wall and into the hallway. Over here, my figure is completely hidden from Akiya's view by the wall. The collapsing wall rushes towards Akiya. The red hair wraps around it. It even steals heat from inorganic things. The wall starts to break apart, but before she can break it down, my knife dismantles it. Pieces. The wall falls into clumps of varying size. It all happens in an instant. This scene, it lasts only for an instant. Her hair races back up. It wraps around my body, but it's too late. I slice through both the wall and the fiery aura around her. She won't be able to instantly put out more heat, not that it matters. Because my knife is far faster than her hair as I push her down and get on top of her. Akiya's voice. My knife is raised. All I have to do is pass through the line running from her left collarbone to her right lung. But Akiya's hair is wrapping around my arm. It flows around my neck, around my body. I know that if I wait, in an instant my body will be vaporized. But this headache does not go away. My head hurts, Akiya. Even though the command to kill repeated itself so many times in my head, and I hated you so much, but still... Why? Why did I wake up? Why did Akiya suddenly look like her old self? If it wasn't for that, I would have brought this knife down. But still... My skin is burning. The hair that wraps around my body steals my heat. My vision starts to fade. I can't force Akiya down. With a breath, my body is so light now that it feels like Akiya could blow me over with one breath. But my arms are still alive. I can still make it. If I don't die, victory is mine. As long as I can kill her now, she can't steal any more of my heat. But still, for some reason, I can't bring down my knife. How incredibly naive. Akiya will kill me without hesitation. I already know that. Because Akiya, she's not the Akiya from before. But still such a thing. I just can't do it. Headache. It's bothered me many times, but I have to thank it this time. I was wrong. Thinking that just because she isn't human, she isn't like the old Akiya, it's acceptable to kill her. No matter how much she changes, Akiya is Akiya. Always helping me, always waiting for me. My dear sister. Why did I think I could hurt her? My headache disappears. The strength in my body also disappears. As my mind dims, I put all my strength into my arms so my knife will not descend on Akiya. Why won't you kill me? Akiya's voice. I'm a vampire, right? A monster that feeds on human blood at night. I'm trying to kill you right now, and I even killed Kohaku. So why do you have that sad look on your face? My heat is still being stolen. Unlike me, Akiya really has no mercy. Already, my body feels cold, as if I already died. Stop it. It's not fair to die looking like that. I'm the one to blame here. You should hate me to the end. Can't you even say that you hate me for killing Kohaku? Kohaku had to hate that too. Or hate me too, sorry. Oh no, she's still talking. Kohaku had to hate me too. I'm the daughter of Tonomaki Hisa. and I kept her bound to the mansion while I knew her feelings. That's why I thought it would be okay if it was Kohaku. If she wanted revenge on the Tono family, then I would play along. Even if drinking her blood made me less than human. Because she hated me, I thought it couldn't be helped. I see. Nakia was the same as me. She knew. She knew that Kohaku-san plotted our downfall, but still. But it couldn't be helped, right? I had no way of making it up to her. If she wanted it, then the most I could do as a member of the Tono blood was to support her. That's wrong. I surprised myself as I voiced my thoughts. I'm still alive, it seems. What? Nissan, I can't hear you well. That's wrong, Akiha. Kohaku-san doesn't hate anyone. She didn't wish for all this because she wanted to. That's right. It's just that she couldn't find any other purpose, so she desperately acted out that plan. That was all she could do. All she could do was try with all her might to deceive herself into thinking that she had a purpose to live. Akiha. I think I led a happier life compared to you or Kohaku-san, so I'm sorry. I don't know. Neither your pain from being bound to the Tono family, nor Kohaku-san's pain, where this was all she could do. How ironic. No one is to blame. Not me, not you, not Shiki, not Kohaku-san. No one is to blame, except maybe Tonomaki Hisa. Like, I'm being real, guys. I seriously think that there are many things you could have done rather than diddling a little girl. So why? Why did we end up choosing to kill each other? Nissan, maybe you can still make it. Nakia's still being pinned. She looks up aimlessly as she says this. You'll die soon, Nissan. But if you kill me, I think you can make it. Well, Kohaku is no longer alive, so I can't say that for sure. Her eyes turn serious as she looks up at me. Part of me is actually thinking right now, what if Kohaku isn't dead? Remember how she just, like, shrugged off getting cut with the knife? Maybe she's, like, I don't know, maybe she's, like, fine. Right? So please, hurry up and swing down your knife. That will save you. Ikea sulkily says these ridiculous words. Jeez. Saying that if I could do that, I would have already done it a long time ago. Fine. If you can't do that, then I'll be the one who survives. Okay? Starting tomorrow, I will turn these streets into a painting of pure hell. Not just Hisui, but I'll make people like your dear friends suffer. I can tell she's pretty serious. Idiot. If you did that, a scary person from somewhere would come and make things difficult. I bet there's a skilled vampire hunter out there that would fight you both day and night. So don't think about painting a scene of pure hell. If at all possible, I want her to resist sucking blood even though it might be hard. Just live like she did before all this. Why? Why do you look at me like that, Nissan? I'm no longer the Akia from before. Even now I want to bite into your neck. Just like Shiki, I'm a crazed, possessed monster, right? Then you should return to how you were like before and kill me once and for all. She pouts and looks as if this was all my fault. She says I should kill her. That's certainly my own words from before. But that isn't good. I can't do it. I can't kill you, Akiha. You're thinking about me from before? But I'm different. I'm not the Tono Akiha you know. No, that has nothing to do with it. Even if you were possessed and it was to destroy that, as Tono Shiki, I can't harm Tono Akiha. I love this black-haired girl who forgave me so much for these past 8 years. Even if I love her as a sister, different from the way she feels. Akiha, you're my dear sister. I can't ever hurt you. Akiha opens her eyes. Her shoulders fall. She lets out a deep breath. What are you saying? You have always hurt me, Nissan. If you can't even realize that, then you really are dense, aren't you? Her whispered voice is very gentle, which is not how I read that. And then she brings both her hands on my stopped hand. With just that, I can see her intentions. I try to pull back, but I have no strength. Just like she said, I lost the freedom to control my body a long time ago. Stop it, Akiha! I frantically raise my voice. Akiha pretends not to hear and smiles. Jeez, that's why I have to do it all myself even now. Her smile seems happy, but also full of sadness. She puts power into her hands. The knife descends. But that's not where the line is. Just her heart. If that is pierced, it'll be fatal and painful. Akiha! I can't stop my arm. I can't prevent Akiha from doing this. How can this happen? In the end, I tried to save two people important to me. Yet I'm about to lose them before my very eyes. No! What is it? My arm is stopped. Akiha's two hands pressing down on my hand. As if embracing them, someone drapes over them as well. Here we go! Akiha looks disbelievingly at that figure. I, just like Akiha, stare blankly. Kohaku? Yes. Akiha-sama, it is me. It is me, so please, please let go. With a face close to tears, Kohaku-san pulls the knife away from Akiha. Kohaku. Akiha's in a daze. As if the demon that caught a hold of her is completely left, she stares at Kohaku in surprise. I see. You were alive, Kohaku. Yes. Akiha-sama, you only made me lose consciousness. At that last instant, you held back from killing me. Her eyes flicker with sadness. Even while possessed by fury, there was still deep humanity within Akiha. That was what saved Kohaku-san and Akiha. Akiha sighs. She closed her eyes as she lets out that breath. Goodness. I guess that means you've won everything. You're alive, and this is the end of the Tono bloodline. But maybe it's for the best. To be honest, I was thinking of resting too. Her arms dropped to her sides. Go ahead, Kohaku. Nissan wasn't able to kill me, but you can kill me, right? I tried to kill you, and I am the daughter of the hated Tono Makihisa. Kohaku-san holds a knife and stares at Akiha, and she shakes her head. It is terribly quiet. Like melting ice, time flows by calmly. That's strange. I wonder why even Kohaku can't kill me. With her eyes still closed, she speaks softly as if she was sleeping. Of course, it is because I like you, Akiha-sama. Clang. The knife Kohaku-san was holding clatters to the ground. Hey, be careful, that's an antique. No matter how much you hate me, I want to always serve you. So Akiha-sama, if you feel sorry for me at all, please do not die. If you die like this, I will go back to being the Kohaku from before. You're asking something pretty difficult. A deep sigh. Akiha averts her gaze as if she was pouting. But I guess it can't be helped. I owe you from before, so I won't do anything for now. Same for you, Nissan. I will think it's good enough for you to love me as your sister. Her hair flows. The binding around my body disappears and I collapse to the floor. At some point, the sky became deep and clear. Silver moon. The pale hallway now shows no trace of the fiery aura. Akiha's hair is still red, but the mirage that burdened her is long gone. Now, with Kohaku-san here, Akiha should be okay. My mind starts to recede. My cold body starts to drift towards sleep. But before that, I watch the peaceful moon and think, after a while, after I've gotten used to living in the mansion, I think selfishly, like, that we'll be living happily like right now. Wow. Dreams of Sunshine. I'm gonna be real, guys. That might be my favorite confrontation in this whole visual novel. Like, holy crap. The tension. The tension. You could, again, cut it like a knife. Haha, quote unquote. But just the visuals. Like, even if there was like no CG for all that, but even still the visuals were so strong in my head. And I hope through my reading, I hope it was strong in your heads as well, because that's kind of the point. But it was strong visuals. I was imagining it all, and like, frick, it was good. And we kind of have yeah, we had a big fight, but everyone's okay. We're all good. She has to drink blood every now and then, but like, well, it'll be like her win post or melty blood, where Akia will just be sipping on blood packs. Just every now and then. Just gotta go to the blood bank. Shiki-sama, please wake up. Shiki-sama. I hear a voice. Hisui's voice that I've heard so many times. I forgot about Hisui. Not in my heart, but in this story. It is past time. I do not think it is a good idea to keep sleeping like this. Hisui's reserved voice. But with that, it's impossible to wake me up since I was so excited last night I couldn't get to sleep. Shiki-sama, please wake up, or I think Akiha-sama will be mad at you again. That instant, my mind snaps from its dozing. Oh, I jump up from bed. Hisui stares at me from the side as I panic. I can hear the voices of cicadas from out. Cicadas, 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 cicadas. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Okay, no, we're fine. It's still morning, but the sun is streaming in pretty strong and my sweat drenches my pajamas. Well, it's a pretty typical summer morning. Morning, Hisui. Good morning, Shiki-sama. Hisui gives a succinct bow. She acts very calm, but I get a bad feeling about all this. Hisui? Don't tell me Akia hasn't left yet. Yes, Akiha-sama is waiting in the sitting room until she sees your face, Shiki-sama. That's right, I think she has been waiting for about an hour now. Oh, I look at the clock. It tells me it is around 10 in the morning. Damn, why is she waiting once so late today of all days? Because it is the morning that you leave for your trip, Shiki-sama. We get our vacation finally? I think it is only natural for Akiha-sama to see you off. Ah, her gaze is painful for some reason. That is supposed to be a secret, but maybe Hisui and Akia already know about it. Got it. Anyway, I'll go to the sitting room right away. Please, then, go ahead of me. As you wish. Then excuse me. Hisui courteously exits the room. After changing the clothes I got ready yesterday, I sling a bag over my shoulder and leave the room. I see Akia in the sitting room, and she really doesn't seem to be in a good mood. Hey! Morning, Akia. Good morning, Nissan. You're taking things slow for the morning of a trip, aren't you? She looks at me with a sharp glance. Sorry. I couldn't sleep last night. I was awake till early morning. This is still getting up early for me. Oh. Looking forward to a trip so much you couldn't sleep. How cute. Nissan, are you looking forward to playing with Inui-san so much? Why do you sound like that? Of course a trip is fun. I see. You seem almost drunk with happiness. You've been waiting for this day since the start of summer, right? I don't know where you are going with Inui-san, but there has to be something really good waiting for you there, right? Akiha-sama, I do not think that is quite right. Something good is something that there. What? Something good is something that is there, not something that is waiting. What the frick are you saying? Ah, that's right. It would have to be a person to be waiting. There must be something wrong with me. I guess I was just waiting for Nissan too long. These two. They seem to be in harmony all of a sudden. Whoa, did we switch? Yo, did we switch essentially? Well then, Nissan. How long will you be gone? 7 days. Why do you ask? Oh, really? That's pretty short. Since you can only see her once in a while, I thought you would spend your whole summer break there. Nissan, don't you feel sorry for Kohaku like that? What are you saying? She's going on a random trip with Inui. I'm not going to go see Kohaku-san at all. Anyway, I see her all the time. She's still coming here every weekend, so there's no need for me to go see her. Oh, that's interesting. She only comes on weekends. There's really no need, but she probably is lonely and... I stare down at the floor. Damn it, what's wrong with it? Summer vacation after all, so they should all pretend not to notice I'm gonna go see Kohaku-san. Oh, it's already late. I can't let her wait any longer, so I'll let you go for today, Nissan. Nakia sounds like she's having fun as she raises from the sofa. I can't stop giving her the villain voice. It's kind of settled in. I'll leave it up to you, Hisui. I'll be back in the evening, so we can maliciously gossip about Nissan then. Yes, let's. So what's with these shifts in Akia's personality and even Hisui's? I'll be going. Nissan, you should be going as well. I'm not hoping for any souvenirs, so please relax. Akia disappears towards the lobby. And then... Man, I want to find a good man too. She leaves her last complaint loudly. Wow, she's gotten over it. Holy crap. She seems to be getting more cheerful each day. I really didn't think things would end up this way. No, me neither. This is really working out a lot different than I thought. It's been about a... Oh, that's why! It's been about a year, okay. There's been a lot that changed, but the biggest changes were in Akia and Kohaku-san. Simply put, Akia's still like back then. Her hair is still red, and she dyes it black. Oh. No, it's like she... Not like she uses chemicals, but it seems she can change it with her will. Oh. She still has the urge to drink blood, so every once in a while she will suck on a blood pack used for transfusions. Oh my god, that's where it comes from! Yeah, I saw that in Melty Blood. Akia absorbs some of the evil spirit from Shiki. That's why she originally went on a rampage, but since then, I guess she has control over it. Simply put, it weakened when it transferred to Akia, and its only influence is making Akia strong-willed. Well, she's more like a bully than strong-willed, but if I tell her that, she'll get angry, so I'm not going to. Not only did it make her a bit honest, it also increased her power. Thanks to that, Akia can exert better control over her tonal blood. That's probably why she can hide the color of her hair. To say the results, she's pretty much invincible, and as her dear Oni-chan, it's pretty troublesome to keep her under control. With regards to Kohaku-san, she became independent after the new year started. Because Akia is now fine by herself, and maybe because she's planning something, Kohaku-san left to work in the mansion of a branch of the Tono family in the mountain recesses of Nagano. But at the end of the week, she comes back here and the four of us pass the time together like always. Before I asked her why she decided to do that, and she answered that there was something she wanted to investigate and that I should wait patiently until she's done. Because I love her, I can't refuse, so all I can do now is wait. Since then, even Kohaku-san and I meet at the end of every week, but even though we meet at the end of every week, being alone together is difficult because of Akia and Hisui. Also, Kohaku-san and Akia are on very good terms. I feel like if you ever get in a killing each other situation, you pretty much, if it comes out well, you come out on really good terms. Kohaku-san likes Akia, and Akia cares for Kohaku-san. About me and Kohaku-san, Akia has acknowledged it openly. She did, but that's fine. If you're gonna do as you please, Nissan, then I will do as I please. She added that random explanation, which can really mean anything. That's how it was. In the midst of all that complexity, I received a letter from Kohaku-san. The letter said that there was something she wanted to show me, so she wants me to go to Nagano during summer break. After seeing that, I planned this insane trip immediately. I'm supposed to be spending the week with Arahiko, but Akia and Hisui doubt me. Jeez, those two, what do they think of me? Shiki-sama. Ah! My heart skipped a beat. Wish she would stop sneaking up on me and suddenly speaking like that. Shiki-sama, if you do not hurry, will you not miss the train? Ah, crap, there isn't time to be spacing out. Always want to be prepared. Kohaku-san arranged transportation for me to Nagano. I have reserved seat on a let me try that again. I have reserved seat on the train, so if I miss it, I'll have to pay out of pocket for the ride. For a poor student without a job, that would be like suicide. Sorry, I'll be off. Sorry for being in a rush this morning. Carrying my bag, I exit the sitting room. From behind me. Yes. Please send my best regards to Ne-san. Hisui's soft voice reaches my ears. I wonder what we're gonna see. Oh my god, a real train! The train continues forward. Bathed in a fragile white sunlight, it runs past the mountain countryside. Maybe it's because it's a really rural area, but I'm the only one in this car. Sitting by the window, I stare at the flowing scenery. The radiant sun illuminates my vision, while the wind wafts comfortably on my cheeks. I glance down at the letter. There's a picture included in the letter, and the address of where we're meeting. I say address, but there really isn't one. It's more of a take a left here, take a right here, and down this path sort of place without an address. This picture has to be of that place. Place to return to, huh? Where it is, I do have a feeling without it being said. I do too. Kohaku-san probably remembered where it was. Those trivial words that Tonomaki Hisa said. Just working up that information, she must have found that forest. The Black Forest. Hidden from sight, the old mansion in the heart of the mountains. Long ago. The place where Nanae Shiki spent his childhood. It'll still be a while until I reach my destination. It's because the sunshine is unusually strong. Closing my eyes, I lean back against the seat. Like that, I fall into a dream. The sunshine that's so white. The smell of the air untainted by the touch of civilization. The endlessly pure sky. The shimmering summer air that rides on the wind. The wild grass of spring. The starry sky of autumn. The cold ground during winter of my home. In summer it was the bright flowers that steal your breath away. There, she's waiting. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. She's got the Alco drip. In the sea of flowers, the overwhelming scent of summer. A radiant smile that outshines even those sunflowers. In the midst of the burning heat, she greets me. Welcome back. This time it's for real. As if fulfilling that childhood promise at last. Bruh, I was so close to actually crying again. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so, to anyone. Oh, lyrics. To anyone who doubted that the anime soundtrack was a good choice, you're wrong. That was sick, actually. That was so good. That was so good. It hits different, man. This hits different. So good. Alright, so, thoughts on this ending. This ending rocks. This ending is so good. I may have to replace this song because of copyright. We'll see what happens. It might just be blocked in Japan. But, no, this route was really good. This route was really, really good. It's tough to... Well, because... I'm gonna say, unlike... Once you get past... you know, Arcuid and CL, it really feels like every route after that is a sequential thing. It doesn't feel like different routes. It feels like this is now the true visual novel ending. Does that make sense? Right? Because of how... And I talked about it before, because of how the information is conveyed to you in chunk, and then end of route, then chunk faster, right? You get that information faster. I feel like, and then, you know, chunk, fast, right? I feel like this route is the natural now. We've gone through everything and you got all the information. Like there's, at least I think there's nothing left. Watch the game be like, hey, guess what? Surprise. There's still something else. Because I feel like that's a thing that's hit me before. Right? I had no idea about the last episode for a while. So we'll see. Maybe. I don't know. We'll wait till we get to the end, right? And we'll see. But otherwise, God, this was really good. This was really, really good. I don't know if I like... So it's interesting. Hisui's route really made me like Hisui. I really like Hisui now. But I don't know if Kohaku's route made me understand her position 100%. I get it. Like, I get it. It even made me sympathize with her position. It's again, it's sort of like, I don't agree with what a character does in Fate, but I sympathize and understand, right? I don't agree, but I sympathize, and this helped with it, right? This really helped with. I understand where she's coming from. I get why she would do this. I understand her whole mode of operandi and stuff. I don't know if I love her fully though, right? I don't know if she's like. So it's interesting because when I saw her, I'm like, yo, she's gonna be best girl, but I actually don't think she is. I don't think her depths were what I would have liked personally, right? That's just how I feel. If you disagree, if you feel different, then hey, that's for you there. That's absolutely for you. But okay. Type Moon 2000. Will you take... Yeah, sure. What do you have to say? It's the end of the game, right? Sorry, what's this music? You have reached Kohaku's true ending. Well done. There's only one ending for Kohaku-san. If you come this far, you should understand that Kohaku-san's story is the propman of Tsukihime, the story to tie up all the remaining events. Yep. Thank you so much for all your hard work. After a long time, their stories have ended. No, shut up, you're actually doing this, but please wait. There's still one person remaining. Yes, that is this story's main character. Her story is not yet over. In the heavens, in the cold round moon. But even that moon cannot be eternally the same. After all the end of stories... after the end of all stories, the story of Tonoshiki is waiting to be finished there. No. We have a last story. All right. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna ask my friends if this last story is long enough for its own thing, or if it's just gonna be an addendum, because if it's as long as the last episode of Fate, then yeah, we'll do this right now. But if it's its full thing, we'll see. So give me a second. Okay, so I asked my friend, and he said it's not that long. He said between 8 and 16 minutes. Honestly, that's all I need to know. As long as it's not like a 3-hour thing, let's do this. I had no idea this was a thing. Let's click the Eclipse button. Oh boy. Suddenly I wake up. A vast night. In the midst of a grassy field that extends as far as the eye can see, I stare blankly at the moon. There's no one else here. No signs of human presence. No sounds from any animals. Maybe it's because I've pushed myself too hard these past couple of days. I just wanted to lie down quietly and be alone, but it seems I fell asleep. It was a bright darkness. Probably because the moon is hanging so low. The grassy field that looked like a black sea last night is bright, like some sort of stage. A clearing illuminated by sharp, sharp moonlight. I thought it was like a theater somewhere. Only, there are no curtains around. This field that sweeps far and wide is devoid of any curtains of trees, nor is there an audience or stage crew. There's nothing here. The only things here are the moonlight and the white darkness. The wind does not blow and the grass does not sway. How quiet. I laugh quietly as it feels like all the commotion until yesterday was just a joke. Now, if you talk about jokes, then my life until now was so happy that, looking back at it, it seems like it was just an illusion. A lot of things have happened. There were a lot of amazing things that occurred, and my life changed pace quite often. The expected, the unexpected. Everything was illusory. Looking back, it seems that no matter how trivial things seemed, all those coincidences built on each other. The days were only a repetition of each other, but no 2 days were quite the same. Then that means Perhaps each and every one of them was an irreplaceable moment I can never return to. I recall many things that happened. The memories are so nostalgic it makes me smile. Just the thought of the new experiences awaiting me in the future, different from those of my past, make me dizzy. Truly a mix of emotions. Happiness, excitement, and enough worries to give me a headache. Thump. My heart beats loudly once. What comes after is my usual anemia. The dizziness continues for a while, but eventually it disappears. Even though the wound on my chest healed, my anemia didn't go away. It seems my fragile health wasn't caused by the wound on my chest alone. Well, of course, being able to perceive the shape of death means I stand much closer to death than others. To be honest, I never thought about living a long life like ordinary people. Thump, the sound of my heart beating. It's not like me to think this, but I wonder just how long I can keep running through time. The conclusion is rather interesting, because even if it stops tomorrow, or in a few decades still. Hey you, it's dangerous just lying around like that. And I hear a familiar voice. Oh! Oh! I've never seen this. I've seen a number of CG out of context for Tsukihime. Oh my god, she's back. What do you mean, eh? You have an awful lot of free time on your hands if you can just sleep around here in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the night. I was this close to kicking you, so you better watch out. She says this grumpily while carrying a trunk in one hand. Oh? Kicked? And by who? I lift myself up. Isn't it obvious, stupid? You and I are the only ones here, so who else could it be but me? She declares this confidently as she folds her arms. Stifling the laughter spilling out of me, I gaze up at her and the moon. I can't believe it. I somehow felt that I'd met you, but I didn't think that day... I'd meet you, but I didn't think today would be that day. What a coincidence. I didn't expect to see you here either. I heard you were here, but we never did meet up, did we? So I was thinking it was our fate this time not to meet. Although, if we did see each other, it would have caused trouble, right? Right. I'm a member of the association after all. We're not quite on good terms with the church. Is that like legitimately the first action? Is that legitimately the first reference to the Mages Association? Wow. She laughs without any hint of guilt. It's really hard holding back my laughter. It makes me happy that this person hasn't changed one bit since the day we met. Yo. Mommy Aoko. Let's go. And since I ran out of things to do, I was gonna leave here tomorrow. See, this incident was partially my fault, you know? So I stopped by for a final check and I almost ended up kicking some ordinary person. Well, then we were fated to meet. To be honest, I felt we would meet up again. I smile. You're right. I welcome this sort of fate. She flashes me an identical smile in return. Long time no see. You've grown up, Shiki. Yeah. You seem to be doing well, Sensei. Returning her plain greeting, I look back at Sensei with serious eyes. Wow. We sit in the field of grass and talk. We talk about senseless things, just like the old days. It was only briefly, but we talk about what happened and what we were going to do in the future. It's about time. I don't plan on staying here long. I'm leaving before dawn, so we'll have to part here. Saying that, Sensei stands up. I try to stand up with her, but I collapse. Shaky? I can hear her voice. Take a few deep breaths and stand back up. Dang, seems like no sleep or rest until last night just hit me. Looks like it. That dizziness is your biggest weakness. You don't look like you have any injuries. Is your body alright? Yeah, thanks. Unlike you, I have a normal body. If you say so. She glanced at me meaningfully, then looks directly into my eyes. Shiki, you know you're not going to last much longer. Her clear words. I'm surprised. It's not that I'm surprised by her words, but rather I never thought she would say them. Well, yeah, I kind of know that already. Is that so? But you seem pretty calm. Even now, you strain your body over something that has nothing to do with you. I would have a hard time believing it, but you really are not afraid of dying? She stares at me, somewhat peeved. No way, I think I'm afraid of death more than most people. But that's something in the future. It may be tomorrow or next year, but I can't think about the future too much. I prioritize what I want to be doing now. I see, so you can see your own death as well. Well, that's why you're more afraid of death than others. Well, that makes sense. Even for me, I'd be shivering if I could see the 13 steps to the gallows. No, it's not like that. It's not like I can clearly sense when I'll die. It's almost the same thing. Let's see, can I ask you something for reference? You ended up with a body weaker than those of others. It would only be natural to curse it and fear for your life. Hey, Shiki, don't you find it difficult living with such a body? Sensei looks at me openly, yet with unreadable eyes. Is she gonna offer me a doll body? Oh my god. Those are the eyes of a Magus, her side of which I'm not familiar with. Isn't that right? You can no longer have normal happiness like everyone else. As long as you have that body of yours, all that awaits is suffering. Well, that may be so, but I think it's not that bad. But I'm probably happy, because up until now was a lot of fun. So it'll probably be fun in the future, too. The sound of her gasping. With a large sigh, she changes back to her usual self. Shiki? She seems sad as she calls my name. To be honest, I do feel some regret. I feel like I said something to you that I shouldn't have back then. I look straight into her eyes. It's different from before. Back then I had to look up to see her eyes, but now she's looking up into mine. God doesn't give excessive power without reason. And I told you that if you have that power, there has to be some meaning to it. But, you know, it's up to the individual to decide what that meaning may be. There's no room for anyone else, especially something as ambiguous as God, to interfere. So, it would be alright if you did nothing. Even if you denied those eyes of yours and did nothing, it would still be alright. I'm regretting my words because you could have led a normal life more suitable for you, Shiki. Sensei. Didn't I tell you earlier that you should live your life with an honest heart? You really did, Shiki. But that's something difficult to do. It would have been easier for you to stray from your path a little because your eyes draw you to disaster. Isn't it ironic that a killer more skilled than anyone else also hates killing more than anyone else? If you lived a normal life or had your heart deviate from your true path, you wouldn't have had to go through so much pain. Yeah, that may be true now that you mention it. If I gave up, it may have been a little easier. But that has no meaning. It would have only made things a little easier, and to start off with, I never thought of it as particularly painful. You have the wrong idea, Sensei. Everything I did because I wanted to. It's not like I'm a saint or anything. I like myself just the way I am. That's why I'm glad that you told me back then to become an adult by living just the way I was. Sensei, I don't regret anything, so there's no reason for you to regret anything either. I really feel that from the bottom of my heart and smile at her. As if dazzled by a radiant light, she narrows her eyes and closes them briefly. I see. Man, it seems you really have become a wonderful young fellow. Her hand reaches for her trunk. Yeah, you're fine just the way you are, Shiki. My world is so full of devious individuals, so associating with someone like you balances things out. It may be hard on you, but if you don't mind, then I guess it's alright. With a see you, Sensei turns her back to me. I can't stop her, and there's no reason to. I can feel this really is the last time. All I can remember is the one thing I forgot to say. That day. In an ocean of grass, an important friend who had spoken with me who was about to disappear. There's no wind. The grass does not sway, and the only thing that changes is her figure, which gets farther away. She didn't turn around suddenly back then, and she won't now. Sensei. I call out to stop her. She halts in her tracks. What? She doesn't turn around. Only her voice drifts to me. I know what I must say. The words I've always wanted to say. Just that if I say these words, I won't be able to ever see her again. But still I have to say them. She told me, all I'm saying is to live true to yourself and become a man in the manner that you think is right. She also taught me that it's important to accept my mistakes and to be able to apologize for them. That's why I have to say it. Thank you. I'm glad I met you, Sensei. That's what I felt as a child. Those words were the ones from the bottom of my heart that I once could not say because I was filled with the sadness of parting. From behind it seems Sensei's surprised. She stands there, lowers her head, then turns to me with her usual expression. Oh my god, you're so beautiful. Take care, Shiki. Let's meet again if we're fated to do so. She says this as if it was nothing, and the wind suddenly gusts. Swoosh. It rustles through the swaying grass, and the moon's light disappears. After that, as if she was abducted by the wind, she disappears. For some strange reason, I'm not shedding any tears. I feel sad, and I don't want to part. But not shedding tears also means that I've grown up since then. The grassy field becomes silent once more. Gazing up, it looks like the moon is about to vanish from the sky. All things pass, just like the moon disappearing. And yet, after a long time, there may be a chance to meet again. And so, tonight's moon disappears. Well then, I close my eyes just once as if lowering the curtains. In the sky, dawn is drawing closer. Just like the moon that has just fallen. For the time being, the curtains are lowered on the story for Tonoshiki. The heavens soar high above. I look up, while embraced by the clear, brisk night air. All things are uncertain, just like a waking dream. The past is all an illusion. It doesn't leave behind a tangible form, and even the most vivid of memories are really just transient. Yet, I believe the moon's image will never fade away. Even that is fragile. Even though I know it will end one day, I don't care. The memories continue on. I'm sure that even the end will be a happy one. The lunar eclipse is far away. Everyone races through the remaining time and passes on. Wow. Wow. No music now, huh? That's just it, huh? I'm going to be very careful here to not go to the porn list. So we hit all the endings. They're all there. Graphic mode. We got all the girls. I'm not clicking on any of them because there will be boobies. There will be many boobies. And that's that, huh? That's the end of Tsukihime. Wow. Wow. That was really good. That was a really, really good game. I enjoyed it a lot. It had some rough edges, for sure. But that's not bad. It leads to a lot of the charm. I thought it was way more interesting to have those rough edges, those small weird moments, small moments I disagree with, characters that are all flawed. Someone once said that every single character in Tsukihime is kind of a bad person, and I mean like the main characters. And you know what? No, I don't even disagree fully. Like they're all kind of rough people, but that is definitely part of the enjoyment. I like the characters a lot though, and I'm excited to see where it goes from here. So we're not done with Tsukihime. We're not. You might be like, oh, so that's it. We're moving on. No. Still a few things we got to check out. Okay? First, we listen to the soundtrack, but I got to watch this anime. I do. I'm so interested in seeing what they do with it, right? I really am. I feel like even if it's bad, it'll be an interesting experience. Second, I've heard that the Tsukihime manga is regarded as a so good it's almost seen as a companion piece that kind of wraps like it does its own thing. It's not an adaptation, it's kind of its own thing. Um, So I'm going to be doing a Let's Read of that. I don't think there should be any problem with me reading it for YouTube, honestly. I don't think so. But in any case, if worse comes to worse, then it will be on Patreon for sure. But if it's fine on YouTube, it will be on YouTube. We'll see what happens. And yeah, wow. Dang. Okay. Well, I guess wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Why are we transitioning? Why are we transitioning? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Well, they said they'd meet again. And they are. In the heat of battle, let's go! I mean, I have to, right? It's how we've been doing this whole thing. We gotta do this. And of course, I'm playing as the boss version of the character, because it's her as a mommy now. Oh my god, she has so much super armor. Okay. Come on. Look how little damage he's doing to me, actually. Okay, wait. Oh my god, actually, wait. Actually, he's kind of going ham. Okay. I don't know what the boss version of her has. Does she even have a launcher? I need to find her launcher. There we go. That's a launcher. There's also a good preview of the most... Oh my god, that's rad. The most certain DLC character for Lumina, right? Look at her go. Look at her go. Listen to this sick music. God, I love it. Okay, alright, you're gonna throw me. Alright, whoa, whoa. Come on, I wish these, like... Come on. Yeah, the boss version of her is definitely a bit weird, I'll say. It's and you might be like, how are you playing as the boss version of a character? And the answer is quite simple. I have hacks. There we go. Cool. There we go. Ah, sick. Sick. Well, in the end, you know, Sensei's still Sensei, man. Sensei's still Sensei. She doesn't even have a win quote. She doesn't even have a win quote. Well, I mean, I had to end it with this gimmick one more time, so that's that. Thank you all for watching this playthrough. I've already told you my plans, told you what we're doing, and we'll see you next time for some more when we move on to the Plus disc, which I hear is quite short anyways, but that'll be after, of course, we finish up with Tsukihime. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time for some more, guys. Ciao.